Hey, how's it going? Real quick, we just wanted to kind of update everybody on the offering of static lines that we have available from Teufelberger now. They've done a really good job in bringing two Kernmantle climbing lines, new that were specific, tested for the arborist industry, and also bring up one that's kind of been a steady Eddie producer Kernmantle climbing line. All three are nylon cord polyester jackets. They just have different strand count covers and varying degrees of thickness of covers and tightness. So the first one, everybody's probably familiar with this one, but this is KMIII Max. It's a very robust climbing line. Works really well in hardware. So anything where you're using auto locking descenders, unisender does well with it because it's got a thicker jacket for the unisender to eat up. Devices like the rope runner and the hitchhiker, which are prone to flatten ropes. You're not going to see that as much of this line. It's one that I actually am pretty impressed with, just overall for its performance, crossing all disciplines. And it's got 1% stretch. The way the Teufelberger does it, they're saying based on 150 kilogram load, so just figure at 300 pounds, you're seeing 1% on this one. And that's an 11 millimeter line. So one of the new ones that they came up with is Xstatic, and a simple way that I look at it, this is a bit fatter KMIII Max. It's got that nice burly jacket, so it's going to do really well, but it's got a bit softer hand than the KMIII Max does after you get it loaded. It appears to me anyway. This does a good job of staying round as well. Little bit big for a lot of technically a little bit big for some of the auto locking descenders like an ID or a rig or a D4, Spider, what have you, even the Sparrow. This is going to be too big, but it works really well for our purposes in arboriculture on ascent and descent with our 4 hybrid devices that we commonly use. And this one comes in, they're all above 7,000 pounds average brake strength. The KMIII Max is 7,900. This is in the neighborhood of, I want to say 76. And the stretch on this is 1.4% at that same loading, 150 kilograms. So just ballpark it here for America, 300 pounds, give or take. Both of these are for stationary rope systems only, okay? Now the new one that they came up with, and again, I'll simplify it. To me, this is a robust, burly fly. That's oversimplifying it, but the reason I say that is, this is another Kernmantle climbing line. It has really good hand. Okay, nice thick jacket on it again, and it'll flatten out a tiny bit, only in comparison to these two lines. Still runs great in hardware, but the nice thing about this is it's great for stationary rope systems that we use in arboriculture, but also we can use it in a moving rope system because it has a bit more stretch, so it meets those minimum requirements, CE standards. The stretch on this is going to be in the neighborhood of 2.4%, and that's again going by Teufelberger specs at that 150 kilogram load. So this is a good versatile climbing line. If you're going to try something new and you want to have a dual purpose one, we can sew an eye on the Drenaline for you, so that's not a problem, which will facilitate easier use in a moving rope system as well as a stationary rope system. So those are our 3 offerings in our Kernmantle class from Teufelberger, and they've done a good job. Available at WesSpur Tree Equipment.